It is a business survivor over economic policies, and that is the situation of Dangote versus Farouk. Amarachi is in the studio, and Tobai Lore is my name, and it's going to be a juicy conversation. Do you feel Dangote is haunting or wicked for what he has done?
I don't know. For now, I'm not. I'm playing. I'm on the fence.
Oh,
trying
you are
to
playing.
still
Are you
see.
scared?
I'm not. No, I'm not. But you need to hear from both sides. You need to really be
yes,
very careful
definitely.
before drawing your conclusions. But yes, I like the fact that things have been reviewed, and then we have more things to look into and talk about. You get?
Because now like you say on the fence. I'm also on the fence too. But let's look at it together. And somebody is trying to make sure that fee will go around for everybody. Another person wants to regulate it. So it's like, I want to survive my business. Hey, yo, this is a policy you have to follow. So it's as if one is haunting each other. But Nigerians will pick a side.
Sure, they will. They definitely will, and that's why I'm liking the fact that things are coming up. So we get to hear more information. We get to choose which we feel is better. However, that's why I'm on the fence, because you cannot really say Farouk is there to give the guidelines, to give, this is what we should expect. He's there for us. Yes, he's there as a public servant for us to look at, be sure that we don't start something we cannot finish, right? And then there is this businessman over there trying his best to, show that, this is my own policy. These are the things I'm looking forward to. Probably what you're perceiving about me might not be definitely what it is, right? So the
English you are saying is sweet. Do you know how much $5 million is in naira for somebody to be using that to finance tuition for kids? I mean, it's like you're selecting 3, 5 out of thousands of people in the state Farouk is coming from.
That's the only thing I can say right now, because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to say concerning that.
$5 million is in naira.
Actually, it's
Please
a
don't
huge
let us
sum.
do the conversion. Please
It's a huge sum.
I probably might be depressed. I don't think I've touched that money for a while. Yeah, because look at it. Farouk want to regulate, like you rightly said. Dangote want to do business. Dangote want the business in naira because that is growth for the country, and it's people who have been trading the market. We know naira have been promising so well, and now but Farouk brings in, because dollars we have to put in place.
He's trying to make sure that this whole thing is not monopolized, right? He has his points to it.
Amarachi, how could a man whose salary is less than 700K afford $5 million for tuition fee?
Are we looking at how it affects Nigeria, or are we looking at the man's pocket now?
No, because if you have to see, like they're on the streets right now, he's mad, and we don't know who is right, who is not right. But if Dangote could have gone that far to publish calculations of what Switzerland tuition fee looks like on a newspaper,
but I don't want to take sides, but then trying to look at things clearly, we are looking at Farouk is coming to say, could we extend towards like bringing in fuel? I know it doesn't help our naira, it doesn't do anything. I know that there are other ways that we could actually look into it, like bringing up new refineries to assist, letting Dangote not to be the only person with
which is also my personal fear too.
Yeah, so I think we should stay. I think we should stay on the cost. The cost is the refinery. The cost is how do we make sure that the oil distribution is not monopolized? How do we make sure that naira is not devalued because we are trying to bring in oil into Nigeria? These are the costs. I just feel like going towards personal, attacking personal. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not sticking.
But I will come with your perspective. It's like I am the Lord of Water in the street here, in our studio here, and anybody who needs water comes to me, and I can decide I'm going to bed. I mean, I don't know if you had experience of such while on campus, whereby there is a wall that is attached to your hostel, and the person who actually owns the wall lock it up. And he said, I'm waking up 7:30.
That is what Farouk is trying to avoid. That is what he's trying to. I think Nigerians should actually calm down, sit down, and look at this story very well, right? Okay. Look at it. Okay, we already know that he's not. I don't think he's the only one whose child or children are outside the country. in expensive schools and the likes. In as much as we need to look into that because he's a public servant, right? But then that is not the bone of contention, if you ask me.
Okay, so you need to know this. Dangote is one of the prominent taxpayers in Nigeria. And in the macroeconomic sense, Dangote's transaction of fuel is kind of strengthening the Naira because we are using Naira to transact. And Dangote has given hope to citizens, especially to the fact that currently Dangote is selling fuel for around like 600. And against to the 1,000 Naira we started. And there's a tax policy with the federal government whereby a company can convert their tax into projects for the government. So if somebody is gulping huge tax to the government, and so you want that locally product to thrive, and now there's somebody who is standing to say, no, we want you to, but we want to create this competition. But Dangote is screaming, no, create this competition against Naira to Naira, not against Naira to dollar. You understand?
Okay, yeah, you can. I get you.
So,
I get you. Not
create
Naira
this competition within Naira to Naira, not somebody we have to, because if you input in, we are spending dollar for that.
But the question now is, do we have other refineries that are as strong as Dangote's own?
So normally, a lot of things look so nice on paper in Nigeria, sadly, but in reality, it don't come. So we have a refinery. NNPC have quite a number of refineries. In fact, when President Tinubu assumed the office of the president, he boasted that some refineries will come into action.
Then let's work on that. But then, at the meantime, just. I'm trying to have a clear head.
I know. Like at least now we know that I'm very powerful, and I hope I'm not playing the gender power on you because I'm trying to impose a perspective, and you are going to buy into it.
If you notice what I'm doing,
okay.
I'm trying to have a clear head in analyzing this. I'm trying to be a bit more analytical, right? We are looking at how it helps, right? So when you bring up the information of we're trying to see how to strengthen the Naira,
sure.
Looking at the competition between Naira to Naira, and making sure that's instead of trying to bring in importing oil from outside the country. Yes, we're looking at the Naira to Naira competition. That actually helps.
But
the question is this in place? Because I feel everybody in an office who is managing a certain thing looks.
Amarachi, I really don't even want us to look at in place thing because it's part of the things we talk about. And let's talk about revenge. To what extent can people go to pull down other people because they want to make their point known? I mean, we have innocent kids.
Everybody.
Innocent kids who don't know anything, who don't know what their father does. Their name were being published on the newspaper, was all over X. I mean, if you have issue with the father personally, you face the father.
That is what I'm saying. I think that's what I'm saying, that we should not look at the personal effect. We should look at the problem here. The problem is, who is not doing his part? Who is overdoing their part? You understand? That is the part I want Nigerians to look into.
I don't think we should reach conclusion for our listeners.
No, I know.
So the conversation is ongoing, and for us it's not a big side, and we are listening, and we'll definitely talk about it. And because rightness comes under the sense of delinquency, so we don't know what exactly is right, what exactly is wrong, depending on the standpoint we are coming from. Because as a business owner who is buying from Dangote, and Dangote crashes from 600 or from 700 to 600, I bought here now, and tomorrow Dangote say, oh, spoiler alert, is now 600. It's not going to be nice. Definitely people like that is likely going to stay behind Farouk because they feel Dangote is going to be. But whichever they side, conversation is always open-ended, and it has a two sides to it.
Sure, it does.
And so for us,
just as how it also has the other side where when they buy it at a lower cost and then it goes high. Don't want to talk about that, but yes, we are waiting.
So it is not for us to decide. But tell us what you feel about this. And you are not wrong, and we are not wrong. Who knows? We are all right, depending on the perspective we are coming from. Amarachi, thank you so much. I hope I did not impose on you like you never wanted to. All right, so if you're just listening, we've been talking about the Farouk Ahmed, not Lawal. Ahmed, the Lawan was the one that got fried with Femi Otedola. So we're talking about Farouk Ahmed versus Dangote, about Dangote revealing something shocking over the week, in course of the week, that Farouk Lawan spent almost $5 million for the tuition fee of his kids in Switzerland. that looks like a revelation. I mean, it's like a pastor says that, okay, thus says the Lord. Yes, so that's why. And Nigeria have been screaming, and so it's two sides of a coin. And what Amarachi and I have done was to look at this convo from the two sides, not to pick side, but to let us see what is happening. Nobody is bad, nobody is good, depending on what we are actually saying. So you've not missed a lot. That's what we've talked about. We talked about Dangote's role in the economy, and now one way or the other in the macroeconomic space, he has been able to influence the strength of Naira. So that's what we've talked about. But let me ask you sincerely, where are you standing on this? Amarachi says she's not picking. She says she's staying on the fence. Where am I standing? No, I'm not going to tell you until you tell me your own. So please drop the comment and bye-bye. It's still Green Radio.
You are listening to Green Radio. Don't touch the dial.